Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here for the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, otherwise known as Ascendant, Venus, North Node, Midheaven. Anywhere you have Libra in your chart, this reading may resonate for you. This is a weekly reading, and it is good for around March 24th to the 30th. But you may find there is also a timeless element to all of my readings, as I do channel, and well, you'll see. So thanks for being here. Let's see what we get for you. We're going to start out today with animal oracles. Actually, normally I save these till the end. Let's get your animal cards. We will pull cards specific to relationships, your opportunities coming in, abundance, a crystal card for the week, numbers card, angel messages, any sort of blocks. We're going to get some clarity, direction. What can you expect? First card out, Dove. Yay. I feel like this is starting to remind us that we are now heading into this new energy where we're going to be feeling a lot better, Libra Collective, because this is a period of peace coming up, but it's after we've done this work in letting go. Okay, so this is about, no matter what the circumstances you find yourself in, remember you can create peace for your life deep within. This is letting go and stilling the mind. Still the mind. Let it go so you can grow. That was part of the vernal equinox reading, or autumnal equinox reading, wherever you are in the world, that I just posted. So you may want to check that out. It'll be on the end of this reading on the screen. All right, let's see what else we have. I saw something flip. This is the Animal Guides Oracle by Lilith Designs. I did see something flip, and it's going to be, who is it? I'm not going to give up, because this is important, and the fact that it's hidden gives it extra meaning. Nothing happens by accident here in these readings. And what do you have? You have the heron. Okay, so there's a little bit of there could be a little bit of just for lack of a better word, hostility or aggression that's sort of an undercurrent here. Okay, this is about you possibly needing a new start, needing to focus, getting some sort of solitude here. This is connecting to the earth to ground yourself through any emotional currents. Okay, so what we do have right now is, in addition to, we just started, fiery Aries season. We started a new astrological year. We are having this very powerful solar eclipse in Aries. It's not a total, but it's like, I think it's like 93% or something like that. So it's going to be a very powerful solar eclipse, first one of the year. And so there are a lot of firsts this month, this time period, actually. And I feel as though this is like new awareness. The things that may have been kind of, under the surface, maybe coming out, definitely coming out this week, particularly as we get towards, the weekend and into the weekend. This is also a time when you could find that things are kind of inflamed. This could be literally or metaphorically speaking. I'll lower this so you can see the table more as we get going. But your best friend is going to be maintaining the peace, speaking from the heart, slowing things down, getting into the solitude, getting grounded whenever you need it. Don't deprive yourself of those quiet moments you need. I just saw 333 on the timer here on the clock, and it's that's a sign of protection, a sign of blessings. You're on the right path here. This is again like new opportunities on the horizon. It's also 3, 3, and 3 is 9. It's a 9 year. That's a snake year in Chinese astrology. This is about shedding, transforming. It's the big metamorphosis we've been talking about now on this channel for a while. And I feel as though things for some of you could really be coming to a head. But it's so that we can release what we do not need, right? It's so we can actually really address things. So this is about being on the lookout too for new potentials on the horizon, because if one path doesn't work, there will be another way. When one door closes, there will be 3 more that open for you, all right? And that was just part of your last reading. Once you're closing this final thing for some of you, it's going to open you up to this whole world of opportunities, okay? So let's see what else we have. Oh, I'm hearing Samantha. And I heard Tony. All right, and Megan. Okay, so you have Black Swan Guide. This is about an unforeseen event and power in adversity. So this is being tempted to dwell on things when everything seems lost. But this is about you being made for things are being made right so you can succeed. This is about being the victor, not the victim. All right. And that is not a judgment or a criticism. That's just what I'm picking up on and what the card's talking about. Okay. So let's see what else we have. One more. There's something about miracles here that may happen too. Okay. You have scarab beetle. And this is about soul clearing, a new life. This is one of the deepest and intense periods of your life. And that could very well be. We have so many outer planets changing. We have things like, the moon being out of bounds. And that is, I forget when that happens or happened, but I think it's like just recently. Anyway, and things can be feeling like you're feeling maybe extremely sensitive in a good way, but also, like I said, that could lead to things that are, popping up that haven't been in a while. But this is all for soul clearing, healing. All right. This is, again, a very deep and intense period of time. When you're going from one state of being to another. So we have to clear away all that is not essential in order to live a new life. This is a theme that just keeps coming in, and no matter what deck I use, whatever reading I'm doing, if it's a weekly, if it's about spring, if it's about moon, it just keeps coming in. So yeah, this is something really to make note of. Okay. And I feel like you're already in this energy, you're perhaps already feeling it, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so let's also get some tarot cards. I'm going to put these to the side, this animal deck. And all right, let's see. This is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I'm sure many of you are familiar. A couple of announcements as I'm shuffling the deck. I just want to let you know that I do have a second channel. For those of you who do not know, I would appreciate it if you might check it out. It's up to you, obviously. It's just, you might get a more clear picture as far as your sun, moon, rising, Venus, even your north node or different placements in your chart. You might get a more complete picture as far as your other placements. It just gives you, to know your other placements and to see kind of what areas might also be feeding into a particular situation in your life, particularly if you are doing a lot of soul clearing and healing and that sort of thing. It might be helpful. So the name of that channel is Mantic Mystic Messages. So it's at Mantic Mystic, and you can check me out there. I'm going to be posting there more regularly for each individual zodiac sign rather than weekly all signs. I think I'm putting those to the side for now, and I'm actually going to do individual zodiac signs there. They're shorter readings than this, about 20 minutes or even less sometimes. And over here, I'm still going to be doing the same Libra schedule. My goodness. Talk about soul healing, soul clearing. And there you go. Star card. That's our overarching energy for the whole reading, the star. Aquarius energy. There we are. There's something to hear about, there's something about July too, or like late summer, mid to late summer. Okay. Maybe you're going to see something really cool astrologically. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the astronomy at that time, but there could be something quite fascinating that you get to see, witness. If it's Northern Lights or what it could be, but that's one message. But this is about you connecting to those higher realms, to your own ability to soul heal. Okay, this is about soul healing right now. All right. I'm also hearing Nicholas. Okay, and or any variation of Nick, Nikki, Nicole. Anything like that. So, star healing, rejuvenation, rebuilding, having faith, getting clear. And for some of you, it has to do with the work you're doing or what you feel your purpose is, your business is in this world, or it could be literally a business that you're wanting to start. So let's get some clarification for Dove, this period of peace and letting go. All right. Okay. So here it is. And okay. So this is about Eight of Pentacles here, doing the work, getting clear, having a plan. And this is very entrepreneurial with this particular deck. So you could be really piecing together some things. You're building something yourself here with this card. Two of Wands, it's bringing you out of your comfort zone and you realizing, the world is in your palm, right? All right. And then you have the 10 of Cups. And only then can we have that 10 of Cups when we really take action, even if they're small steps. But this is about, having a plan, getting to work, honing your skills, perfecting your craft, looking at something again, maybe a door you felt was closed, maybe you're looking through it, you're looking at it again. All right, so what else do we have? I heard Lydia. And then I heard a name like Monsini or Montesini or something like that. It's like an Italian type sounding last name. Of course, it might sound Italian, but it could be like really, anything, just because something sounds one way doesn't mean it. Anyway, so let's see what else we have. Heron guide for this new start and focus. All right, you have, okay, oh my goodness, so fiery. You have Sagittarius energy and Leo energy coming through with Temperance and the Strength card. And this is about you, well, first of all, things will be shifting. This is about something tying into your heart's desire, your soul's purpose, again, keeps coming into this reading. But again, this is about if something doesn't work out, there's another path. It's just about, again, maybe changing your perspective, going about something a different way. And again, they're tuning me into this whole, like, have compassion for yourself and others, and that everybody's on a journey, including you. And if you can avoid like conflict, because there could just be more likelihood to have things go awry or become inflamed or aggravated, irritated at this time period. Okay, so just trying to kind of use your discernment there, and as well as like keeping your vibration high, which is also something we always focus on in this reading. So I'll have to remember to get a card for that too. Let me take that deck out for us. But yeah, this is really and there's some opportunities here that may not be as clear as others, but trust in that divine assistance to come in. And you do not have to be like aggressive in a negative way. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. One more card on that. Yeah, potentials on the horizon. What do you want to tell? Okay, Three of Cups here. Yeah, there is a celebration here. Again, it's like there's something coming in you're not even looking for. This could actually be a partnership. Libras do, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, we do have a potential for partnership coming in. I know that's not what some of you want to hear or what you're looking for, but remember, a partnership could even be you partnering with the universe, or it could be you partnering with a local veterinarian or humane society or shelter for a good cause. Okay, it could really be anything. All right, what do we have for unforeseen event, power, and adversity? Okay, you have the Queen of Cups here. All right, so this is, being in control of one's emotions. This is really actually tuning into the emotions. This is water energy here. We have intuition here. We have your dreaminess, creativity. This is about someone who's nurturing. This is about you having maybe some sort of healing network, healing support, you being that for others, or you seeking that out yourself. I'm getting the name or the flower. I'm getting two flowers. I'm actually getting daffodils and lilies. Okay, and then they talked about hermit mode or something. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords here. When I say they, I mean my guides. I channel the whole reading. So we have Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles. Now this is a great combination. Again, this is about maybe some sort of unforeseen event, but it's about you becoming a victor and not a victim. You're consciously choosing to soar above. Again, there's a cup here hidden. Not a lot of people see that in this deck, but there is a cup here that's hidden. And this is about you, again, with the Queen of Cups, having control over one's emotions, but that doesn't mean stifling them or stopping them. We can only heal things that we allow to come to the surface. Okay. So, and I just want to let you know this, I don't know if you saw it, but this card fell off the deck. I think I bumped it, but it's actually the Tower. The Tower fell in my lap, and that's right under the unforeseen event. Now, I was only getting 3 cards for this column, but the Tower came in, and it's to let you know that, yeah, there is something coming in. I believe you had this in your last reading with me as well, and this is the transformation. But look, you can still. You're still in charge of your life, even though this happens. You have the King of Pentacles here, very resourceful, very much on top of their resources. You'll see they're very grounded. They're very comfortable where they are. The Queen of Swords, all about clear thinking, yes, clarity of thought. and you know, Queen of Cups. So basically, whatever comes your way, you yourself within yourself have the resources you need to get through whatever this is going to be. It could be, you know, just something very surprising comes in quickly, it makes you have to take action in some way or make a quick decision. It could, for some of you, it's like a final decision on something. This could be somebody, actually, well, it could, oh, they're telling me breaking news. So there could be something on the news. I am letting you know I do this reading a week in advance in case I were to ever be sick, as I was last year. So I try to be at least a week ahead. So, but because I channel, I'm able to do that. It's one of my gifts I'm so grateful for. I can tune into energy and time, and you know, across space, across time, and it's still uh, accurate, if you want to call it that, or still reliable. So this, you know, this could be a worldly event that's, you know, maybe already happening right now as I'm literally doing this reading, or it's coming. Okay, but I feel you're already sensing this anyway. You already have a handle on this. And I feel for some of you, you are planning ahead, resources. Like, what am I going to do if this were to happen? Almost like you're preparing for a storm. Okay. So some of you maybe putting some things away, stocking some things up, you know, and that's good. That's something that's good to do. Because again, that's sort of like you just remaining in your power and knowing that whatever comes your way, you have that strength to deal with it. And you have the, but they're also, there's a message here about like not going to extremes. And that's why I feel you have such balance here when you have this. You have the temperance card and the strength card, all the fire here. You have the star card, air, which is their water bearer, but it is an air sign with Aquarius. And then you have, you know, you have pentacles, swords, and cups. You know, you have, so you have all that you need for whatever comes your way. All right. And there's clearing. Oh, another thing I do want to talk about, clearing, not just, you know, doing this like healing, clearing work, but you may need to be clearing out and making space for something literally in your home, or, you know, in your car, whatever it might be, on your desk, but you're having to make room for something. You could have a surprise guest or visitor, someone needing to stay with you, or someone that you need to now share your desk with at work or something. But making sure you're leaving a little room for something else or someone else to come in. Again, some of you do have a relationship coming in, or a partnership in some way. It does not have to be romantic. The other thing is, you'll want to be doing things like um, daily aura brushes, if you're not familiar with what that is, or an energy sweep of like your actual physical energy. Okay. So you'll want to be doing that, and doing your protection of like a light bubble, or however you do that. But there are a lot of rituals you can do, or just, you know, daily routine, like part of your, the way you would brush your teeth and take a shower, you know, or that's, or putting on new clothes, or, you know, whatever, at least your underwear, I don't know, something, you know, like at least, you know, under a tire, I should say. um, but, but you'll want to, do the same, you know, keeping up with your energetic hygiene. Okay, your psychic energy as well, like extra clearing, even if it's like just breathing things out, even if it's you know, in the shower, letting the water run over your head or over your body. If you don't have access to a shower or something, you know, can you run your hands, and I find actually your wrists too, if you're an energy worker, kind of, because all the major veins and everything there, energy center too, I feel, is because we have chakras throughout our body, not just, you know, the seven main, but anything you can do to sort of like cool the energy down. Some of you may be experiencing hot flashes, in just in general, not just during this time period. So whatever you can do, like just like have a plan for when you get into those moments where you just need to cool off. If you just need to get up and go outside, do it. You'll be so happy that you gave yourself that opportunity to sort of just like clear your energy and recenter, rebalance. You want to be mindful too that you don't have there, because there's tower energy around, like say even on a global stage, you don't, when you go out and about as an empath, and I know a lot of you are, and that's why you like my particular channel. A lot of empaths really resonate with this type of reading. Or these types of readings. This, you might, when you go out, you see all the debris here. there is something here about, you could be picking up some of that. So you want to make sure that when you come back from, when you get back in your sacred space, wherever it is, even if it's in your car or whatever, wherever, under a tree or something, that you're again, you're cleansing, you're removing any sort of energetic debris that could have made its way to you, and then you want to kind of seal that with, I always use the like sort of a bubble of light, or just some sort of, imagine yourself being in a cocoon or whatever it might be, or some sort of filter, or so that, or some people imagine they're even behind like a veil of some kind where they can see out, but things can't come in at them until they've had a chance to observe and decide if they're going to let that in or not. Let's see what else. So just making sure you're doing extra things like that, or if you want to maybe put some protective crystals in your pocket, or in your car, or salt at the doorway, whatever you do, or in the corners, whatever you do to sort of protect your space wherever you go. All right. And yourself. And I'm not saying this to alarm anybody. I'm just telling you, it's just particularly, some of the energies are just so intense right now that we're feeling it. Okay. And we might not know exactly what it is, but we're feeling it. Another thing to do is like get into a routine. As much as you can get yourself into a routine, the better you're going to feel and the easier your days are going to be, because you know what to expect. Just like with children, and animals, they like their routine. Treat yourself with the kitty gloves, you know what I mean? Like, so to speak, like just, so making sure you're giving yourself, make sure you pack a little snack for yourself when you go somewhere, so you don't get over depleted, feeling hungry or thirsty, or you're just taking really good care of yourself. Taking those additional steps for self-care is really going to help you. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you. What else do we have? Okay, so Four of Cups. Yeah, when it comes to this, is like clarifying that Scarab guide, the new life soul clearing. And this is actually, I feel some of you may want to see that card again. And you see, this is see that there's a lot of like nice light coming in through the darkness here. And it does make me think too about this person sort of like they're like aligning, and it makes me think of the Lovers card, which for me is a card of choice and alignment, and not just lovers, but this is someone who's over it. They're sick of the same, right? It's like, oh, ho hum, I'm so sick and tired of this, and some of you may be feeling that way, and just sort of like, oh, I'm just, it's like the same day every day, and that could be how it's feeling. But I will tell you, I feel as though April is going to be very different, as far as like this new vitality, this new energy. I feel a lot of it has to do with some planets shifting again. And I also feel a lot of it has to do with the solar eclipse. Okay. Some of you too, I'm getting something about your solar plexus chakra, and the color associated with that is like yellow, gold. It's that's about your willpower. That's the I can, I will, and I do. And if I dream it, I achieve it. So think of like the strength card when it comes to that. And actually, this, I love Chris Ann so much. Those of you who are light seers, tarot fans, by the way, she did come out with the Tarot for Light Seers book. And it's not just the little booklet that comes with the cards. It's a large hardcover book. It's beautiful. It's awesome. So I don't work for them or anything. I don't have any connection, except I absolutely love it. And so think of this. This person looks like they're wearing carnelian, which would be like sacral chakra, but also because that's like renewed vitality, but it's also so that's good for if you want more energy. But I believe in the metaphysical properties of crystals. So there's something here. Now they're telling me to look at swan. So they're talking about, yeah, like you just, again, maintaining your power and being a victor, not a victim. And also with the solar plexus chakra, and even like, I think that tiger's eye, like this is tiger's eye that I'm wearing right now. I think some traditional tiger's eye, that's sort of the golden orangey brownish, that could help you too, especially if you need to focus, if you're learning something new, or if you want to learn something new, that can help you. It could be a good study aid. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so know that you have, again, not only do you have what it takes, the resources, but you are deserving of this new opportunity, abundance that you're wanting to attract. And there's a reason that you're sick of the same. It's because you've outgrown it. Okay, you've definitely outgrown some things. You're shedding some layers, and I do feel this is a big, again, this is about new. Oh, look at that, it's going to say new life. And there's your 10 of Pentacles, and you'll notice there's more of that golden yellowy energy here. Citrine would be another great stone, and that is one where I feel I'm actually wearing that too. You don't have to clear that one, apparently. I still do. But we'll see what what we get for our crystal cards. But so the 10 of Pentacles, long-term success. This is about your legacy. Like, what do you really want to be aligned with? You'll notice, I think it's the Kabbalah, Tree of Life, or what is, I'm always saying it wrong too. Anyway, so I won't go too far into that, but there are so many opportunities here. You look at all these lanterns here in this card, and I feel that, that has to do with it reminds me of like the Hermit card, and how the Hermit has the star in their lantern. And I feel as though each one of those is like a possibility, or it's just some sort of like opportunity that you may have. The 10 of Pentacles, again, it's like, it's not just material abundance. This could be spiritual abundance. This is wealth and prosperity in all ways, and just really it's positive outcomes. Okay. With the it's the Kabbalah tree, Kabbalah, tree of life. Okay, so that's spiritual lessons and growth, and that's what this is right here. This I should have pointed it out, but there it is. Okay, so this is about, and you'll notice the child here balancing on the pentacle. This is about maybe you learning how to balance your resources. The lamps is about, also in this deck, it's also about the new like energy and life and light that's entering your life. And so I just want to let you know, you do have 1010 again in this reading. That keeps coming up for you. And so there's 1010 with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and it's like having that dream and then bringing it into reality here, into the 3D. Now I want to get out the 1010 card for you in our angel number deck. Here it is. And this is a sign of a new path awaits. These readings have been so in sync with each other. It could be one long, intense reading, right? But this is letting your soul grow and trusting in those new beginnings, okay? Trusting that you are doing what you need to do. You're able to do what you need to do to clear out and to call in. So this is, again, it's a week of like clearing in and calling in. Okay, so clearing out and calling in. Okay, let me, I'm actually going to jot that down because I feel as though maybe that's, okay, so clearing out and calling in. All right, clearing and calling in. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, dropped my writing utensil. If you are liking this video, do please like and subscribe. It's, something small, but it means a lot, actually. It might seem small to you, but it's a big deal to me. And I just want to let you know we have 11:44 on the timer here. Okay, so you may be resonating with those numbers, or you may see that number. I also do want to let you know I'm open to memberships, which means you get a few bonus videos a month. They're obviously much shorter than this, but that's for only $3.99. And you get other perks, like when I go live, you get priority and comments and things like that. And you get some emojis and, that sort of thing. So let's see what else we have. Thank you all for those of you who are subscribed and leave nice comments, and are members, and who leave super chats and super thanks and all that. I appreciate all of it. It's never expected, but it's totally appreciated each time. You also have, oh, there it is. Remember I said I was getting the Lovers off the Scarab card? There it is. That's the Lovers right there. And so this is like, oh my gosh, it's such alignment. Look, card of alignment with the Kabbalah tree here. Alignment here I was seeing, even though it doesn't say it. And now we have a card of alignment and choice, the Lovers card. Gemini energy. For some of you, I can't deny it. I know a lot of you don't want those love readings, and that's why I don't do them, because you're like me and you're like, there's more to life than just like that one romantic relationship, right? Like, there's way more to life. But for some of you, you do have romance coming in. Others of you, it's something you will love, not just a someone, but a something. Okay, so this is, again, this is about like harmony. This is some sort of relationship, could be friendship. It's unity. It's you choosing yourself. It's soulmate energy sometimes, and it can also be about boundaries too. You have so many major cards. You have a lot of court cards and you have a lot of major arcana cards. And that's a lot for 1 week. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. And we have what, 13? No, yeah, we have 13 cards out and 14 cards out, and like 5 of them, almost half, are major. And then you have like a couple of tens, big, the good ones too. And you also have the a couple of court cards. You have 3 court cards. You have 2 queens and a king. I mean, this is really incredible. But this can also be about like the lessons that this person that you've learned in, say the Hierophant card, is what can bring in this new abundance for you and lead to this 10 of Pentacles and that 10 of Cups here. But a lot of the times though, we do have to we have to have that Tower first to clear it out. Like I said, you're maybe clearing debris. Okay, so this is this is a card of duality too. All right. Balancing. And that's something that we want to do, right? And also 1010 reminds me of like duality and balancing too. All right, let's see what else we have. Anything else we need to know about Dove Guide, Period of Peace, Letting Go? What else? Oh, it's this one. Okay, so it's 3 of Wands. They were going to tell me a story here, but we're not going to go there because I don't want like 7 cards to come out right now. So let's see. I know you don't have like all day to spend in this reading, but we have this person stepping out of their comfort zone. Because remember how you had this is what's clarifying. The 2 of Wands is the 3 of Wands. Now you're actually taking the steps. Maybe now that you've heard the reading, you're inspired. That's always my hope, is that these messages are inspiring, uplifting, helpful in some way. There it is. Okay, 3 of Wands, and you're taking that chance, and they've chartered the boats. Usually you see the ships, and it's ready to go. Okay, what else do we have? Let's get clarification on the new start, focus, solitude, stability. So just again, it was like advice from Spirit now, sort of like, like if I hadn't make it clear already, now I'm getting cards that, if something's on your mind and you're thinking, gee, should I? Yes, that's a yes card. But you do you, standard disclaimer always applies. Check that out. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles here, the effort here, and the rewards. This is about, you have within this column, you have Temperance, which can be balance, and then you have in moderation and blending of energies, and then you have the 6 of Pentacles, and that's the same. And you see that you have the infinity symbol showing up in both cards. See, there it is here. Here it is here. And here you have the sun and the moon. Now, what's interesting is we're in eclipse season. We are right in the middle of the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. So this is like really awesome to have an energy that's working with us. That, again, that sort of that balance, you being that sort of, I always say, like, you're the alchemist of your life. This is, having to do with self-control, okay, and being in the flow, like give and take, and it's not just you overextending yourself and feeling crummy, right? This is about getting a return on your investments, okay? So this is also, it could be sharing, generosity, but this is about again, like connecting to yourself and your own emotions, which then leads us into this black swan energy. And you have, with this Tower, an unforeseen event, and this one, these 2. Okay, you get 2 actually. Okay, so you get the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles here. Something will stabilize afterwards, and I feel, and then you have you get clearer. You get an indication. I feel like for some of us, it's the energy right now of this, of this big these cosmic shifts, really, it feels like. And so that can actually feel like a tower. It can just be really kind of unsettling. Okay. But the Knight of Wands, this then frees us up. Okay. So you are going to get this sort of message of, that like a blessing's on the way or something, or you get like a new desire, or you get a chance to go on a new adventure. And so the Knight of Wands would strongly encourage that, to set yourself free from whatever this is. And maybe some of you are even going to be grateful that things are kind of shaken up or whatever, to clear out. Because look, with that Four of Cups, it's like this person's kind of over it anyway. And even the cup that's being presented, it's like, if you're in a situation and they're like, oh, but stick around and I'll, da da da. It's like, yeah, no thanks. Or like, it's like, it's just too little too late for certain things. It feels like. I'm getting Cynthia, and I know that's a name I had recently come in, but I'm getting Cynthia, and I heard Donna, so Cindy, Donna. I'm actually getting like sisters or sister-in-laws, like a Donna and a Cindy. All right. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of like sisters. I don't know if like you have sisters and either you have one in spirit or what, but there's sort of this like bringing the sisters needing to come together, or the sisters needing to maybe make amends, or you're building something with your sisters or something. But there is this sort of this sistery energy here, or you could be hearing from someone you went to school with a long time ago or something, but there's something there. It's like your sistery. Okay, yeah, and there's the Four of Wands. Maybe someone close to you is getting married, or you have some sort of other achievement, or maybe you like graduated with this person, or you went through a program together or something. Oh, I also want to point out you had the infinity symbol in the strength card too. So think about what that infinity symbol means for you, okay? Because it's showing up a lot. And I know Christiane does use it a lot in her deck, in this deck, just several decks, but in this deck, she does use it a lot. But so just, maybe you're going to see that infinity symbol, and it'll mean something more now. Okay. Now that you'll look into it, perhaps, but there's something here too, where you might have like a chance. They just told me good eats and move those feet. So like dinner and dancing for some of you. This could be something you may be getting an invitation. This might be a lot of fun here with but only when you're ready. Because with the Four of Wands, that's the 1111 card. This is about the divine timing, and I feel like again, there's for some of you, I'm hearing that there's actually like the dust settles and like it's clear out again, like that Queen of Swords with the very blue skies here, the Queen of Cups here. I mean, this is a big focus right now. This is like really focusing on, again, clearing out and calling in. Okay, so what are you clearing out and what are you calling in? That's a big focus. And please figure this out during this like sort of in between eclipse energy, because then when the solar eclipse comes and we head into a new month of April and things get situated a bit, again, as I said, like the second week of April is probably going to feel better than the first like 2 weeks. Once we get past that point and things sort of reshift energetically again, I think that you're just going to feel a lot like things are like you can breathe better again. Literally, some of you might be able to breathe better because just you're not in a stressful situation anymore, or you have a new viewpoint or something, or even a new friendship or something coming in, but you have something new here to look forward to. All right. Anything else we need to know? I'll give it 3 shuffles to see. 1. Oh, we do. 2 and oh, wow. Okay. So you have, my goodness, what else? Oh my goodness, get out. So you actually have 2 other cards here. You have you have 4 altogether. You have the first, we're going to do the Ace of Cups. That's what came out first. So the first to hit the table was the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you had the Queen of Pentacles here, and look, now you have 3 queens in your reading. 3 queens, right? This is almost Empress. Right? I mean, you're the Empress anyway. Here is Libra, you and Taurus. Okay, so there it is. Now you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Just to point that out, although gender's not everything, right? It's not okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles, this person's really tuned into what their body needs, their resources, what they can do, what they can offer, what they can't. Great boundaries, very nurturing, mothering energy, very, sort of like very holistic, you have the Ace of Cups here, bringing in something you love. Okay. This is you, you've committed your heart to something too. And then maybe it's the advice is like commit to something, like commit, like actually do commit to something that you love. I want to point something out here with the Ace of Cups here, and that cup you're not really interested in. There's that. And then there's this one, the Ace of Cups kind of representing the emotions being under control here. I feel as though because you've like kept it together and you've cleared and done all this healing, you then get the reward of this Ace of Cups. And what else comes with it? You have oh my gosh. And then there's another card of hers that actually, of Chrisanne's, that actually has there's another cup, and that's the clearing cup, this clearing it out. Okay. See there's another cup right here sitting here, and it's like everything's been cleared out, or whatever you don't want. It's like having that opportunity to transmute the pain into maybe a purpose or passion or something. Okay, so this is about your purpose fueling your passion too. Okay, and then you have the Sun card here. All right, so there's that new renewed vitality. And I love how you start your reading with the Star card, and with the last bit of tarot, we're getting oracle cards in a minute. You have another star, main star it's the Sun. And again, that's the vitality. I love that, we end this week actually, and we end this reading with a solar eclipse in Aries. Okay, so the Sun, the ultimate joy, success, joyous outcome. And it can also be, wealth, some sort of celebration too. And so I'm really glad that, that you had those cards as well in your reading. Now we're going to get a little more clarification, because let's figure out, as we're doing this, soul healing and clearing, what do we need to release? Okay. We have 4 cards that came out. This is the Maruka X. Here's the back of it. Money blocks, tarot. It could be any sort of block though. So you have possible abuse. It says abusing power, using gifts as a means of manipulation, power, or some selfish personal benefit. So that's something to avoid, or you may encounter somebody who's doing that. Okay, and it could have an effect on your energy. This is about finding your real power, being aware of your feelings of power. If you remain aware of this feeling and its circumstances, you won't feel entrapped by myths that power's money, fame, social class, or some fancy title. No, your power comes from this strength within, right? And your power is actually your strength. Your real strength of power is your heart. There it is, right there. Because that's where passion lives, and passion that's where it's at. Okay, passion again. Purpose fuels your passion. Passion fuels your purpose. All right, so there's that, and then here's the card. I'll show it to you. And then you have this other card that says all work, no play. So you need to get back into balance. This is workaholism can block creativity, dull talents, and spiritual inspiration. So you need to give your body and mind time to recuperate, and you'll be much more effective. Again, like I said, the little extra self-care will help. It will pay a lot. So self-care keeps you on top of your end game there. And some of you are going it alone, and you need to ask for help. There's a burden of going it alone that's limiting, and it can make it harder to get to the top. So whatever you've mastered and can now do easily, delegate it. Even if it's delegating it to, software or something. All right. How can you automate things for your business or your life in general? So whatever you've mastered and can now do easily, delegate it. If you need help, look for a mentor to help you get to where you want to be. You don't have to do things alone. But I know for some of you, you're like me, and you're like, well, actually, I've had to my whole life, and that's actually a strength. Even though it's tiresome, it is a strength. But that, maybe you can just delegate in other ways, or make things easier in other ways. So kind of reassessing maybe where your energy's going, right? Where your energy's going, and being more resourceful with it, like this Queen of Pentacles, and I'm not giving to things anymore that aren't giving back. So this is about, not having to do something alone. Did I miss something? Oh, negative self-talk. Yes. So this is, you need to work on your self-image. Okay. For some of you, putting yourself down again, that solar plexus energy is coming in. This is a negative self-image focusing on faults and distorting failure and imperfection. So it's like looking into clown mirrors or whatever they call them, circus mirrors or funhouse mirrors. You're not seeing yourself accurately, possibly, especially during eclipse season. It can be hard to see things accurately during eclipse season. That's why I say, give April a couple weeks and you'll be feeling and seeing things much clearer. So stop downplaying or ignoring your positive qualities. Remind yourself there's plenty of good about you. If you need to, write it down. That brings me to the high vibe deck, Becky Moore. Let's see what Becky Moore has for us this week. How do we stay high vibing? Wow. Okay, that's too many. We're going to do this one and this one. So you have tantrum time and belly breathing magic. So you have tantrum time, yell into a pillow, stomp your feet, get on the floor, kicking and screaming. Having a tantrum moves and releases your energy so it's not stuck or weighing you down. Afterwards, you'll feel lighter and ready to move forward. I wouldn't encourage, go have a tantrum. I'm not encouraging anyone to go flip out. What I am encouraging you to do, though, is to somehow find a healthy outlet for that energy. Maybe you have a heavy bag you like to hit, or a pillow, or that you like to scream into, or you scream in your car or something. I've done that. I get in the car and scream, and it helps, and then you let the door out and you let that energy go and dissipate and be transmuted, like with that 5 of Cups there, right? And then you have the belly breathing magic. Place your hands on the sides of your rib cage. Take 3 slow breaths, pushing your ribs into your hands, gently, of course, right? Follow the movement of your breath with your hands and notice the change in your body. Makes me want to breathe. Let's find out if there's anything, relationship wise, anything else we need to know. This deck is the Soul Connections When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle Cards by Asha Rogers Webb and Karen Webb. You have what? I will be doing a solar eclipse reading. And that will post on the 27th. And also, Libra, I'm going to be doing your April reading, and that will post Tuesday. So do check out your April reading this Tuesday and your total solar eclipse reading this Thursday. I might flip the order. I'm not sure. But so far, I'm thinking, well, those are definitely coming out this week. So that's that. All right. I'm just not sure which is which, but I think Tuesday will be April and Thursday eclipse. Trust. So you need to have trust in a relationship in order to help it flourish. All right. Something's knocking at your door is what I'm hearing. So you literally could have someone knocking at your door right now, because I'm very clairaudient, so I can hear energy into the future. I know that sounds weird, but so it happens all the time. If you read the comments, that I hear, smell, see something, and then someone's like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm drinking that right now, or I just made popcorn, or I just, my phone did just ring, or my dog barked right then when you said it. So it's really cool stuff. But anyway, this is about, again, having the trust in a relationship, and realizing when something's right at your door. Confusion. So all seekers of truth experience some confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. Please ask. Angels are standing by. I've always thought of having like like angels at your door services. How may I help you? Like an 800 number for angel support. Like, thank you for calling 1-800 the angels or something. I don't know. The angel. Anyway. All right. Connection. Your connection's eternal and unbreakable. X marks the spot for something. Hidden treasure. I don't know. All right. Last one for this. Rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. I disagree. Not every relationship has. I love these cards. Love the deck. Beautiful. But I don't think I think maybe every relationship meant to be. So, no, we'll get a different one for you. Past lives, we reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. Yeah, that I believe that. I mean, it's not all about if I believe it, but like, I just feel like I've come to get to know some of you throughout the comments. And I know in my own life, not every single relationship can be rekindled, but many can. Many can. Like if it's, again, like a soul partnership kind of relationship, sure. But like somebody who was, not didn't treat you well or something, no, you can move on from that, right? I think you know yourself best in your situation, okay? So let's get you a fortune oracle card, see what other sort of blessings might be coming in for you this week. Anything else we need to focus on? Maybe this has to do with sort of money, resources, overall growth in general. Oh, cracker, card 7. Positive energy surrounds you, love, joy, and good fortune await. So that could be in all aspects of your life. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to show you. Bottom of the deck, angel. Thank you for calling 1-800 the angel. How may I help you today? All right. So actually, the angel wouldn't fit. It would have to be an angel. Thank you for calling 1-800 an angel. Okay, so your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Ah, and then on the bottom, oh my goodness. Fly like an eagle. Yep. Just like that Queen of Swords, which by the way is your energy. You see the eagle flying above, soaring above it all. You will soar towards your destiny with greater strength and clarity. All right. Now, let's get an Intuit Angel Oracle card for you, a crystal card. You already have your numbers card and your animal card. So let's get the, you know what? Let's actually get the crystal cards first. And this is the Heather Askinosie Daily Crystal Inspiration cards. If we get citrine or tiger's eye or carnelian, that would be funny because we talked about those already. I'm kind of feeling turquoise though. Smoky quartz, lepidolite, and amethyst. So those are your 3. So lepidolite, recall your dreams. Oh yeah, especially during eclipse time. All this Piscean energy that's still with us because of all the other planets still with Pisces. Smoky quartz, let something go. And trust your intuition here with amethyst. Yes. I actually just, I don't know if there's something named amethyst dreams or if you're using amethyst for your dreams or something, but there's something here about amethyst dreams that just came to me. Okay. Now, what was that? Someone we haven't had. This is the Intuit Angel Oracle. There's the back of it. And Asmodel, Angel of Patience. Taurus energy, card 33. I'll show you the card in a minute. I'll show it to you right now. Here you go. It's connected to watermelon tourmaline, which is actually one of our stones, right? Opal, depending on when you're born, actually. If you're born in October, tourmaline as well as opal, okay? April is the month here. So wait until April for something, okay? This is reminding you, wait until April for something. Maybe during Taurus season. So that would be like around April 19th or so, whenever, somewhere right in there. This is the Angel of Patience, inner peace, helping you to figure out the next best step, to develop plans. Attention to detail, remaining unruffled, and being cautious will help you this week. And I would say even up to 30 days. I help time, patience, and planning be your allies when you contend with annoying details or complex situations. Call upon Angel Asmodel. And that's your reading. So you know how to show support if this resonated for you. And maybe I'll see you over at Mantic Mystic for the rest of your signs. And I hope you have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for being here.